The Prime Minister and opposition leader have joined their counterparts in New Zealand for a national memorial service honouring the victims of the Christchurch terror attack. The event was another powerful expression of the compassion and support for those who were targeted in the massacre. And one survivor stressed forgiveness rather than anger and hate. Nick Dole reports from Christchurch.
New Zealand has summoned all its strengths, with friends and neighbours lending their support to a city struck by terrorism and tragedy. The Maori tradition acknowledges that in times of tragedy, the living can also be lost to despair.
Return to the treasures that we share as a people, the enchantment of human love.
The centrepiece of today's memorial was a speech by Farid Ahmed. He survived the attack on the Al Noor Mosque. His wife was killed. Despite his heartache, he says he forgives the attacker.
I have chosen peace, I have chosen love, and I have forgiven.
Singer Yusuf Islam performed a song he recorded as Cat Stevens in 1971, striking a perfect note.
'Cause out on the edge of darkness, there rides a peace train. Oh, peace train, take this country, come take me home again.
Extremism has struck this tiny corner of the world. Now the Prime Minister is calling for global action.
The world has been stuck in a vicious cycle of extremism, breeding extremism, and it must end.
What happened here 2 weeks ago was an attack on this city's Muslim community, but the fact that so many people have still turned out here today shows how widely it's being felt, and that has been a big source of comfort for survivors.
The Prime Minister said we are one, and that was displayed today.
I'm amazed by how New Zealanders show their solidarity and support to the Muslim community.
For the Prime Minister Scott Morrison and his counterpart, a gesture of the kinship between Australia and New Zealand came first. Then it was down to formal talks.
Today is a day to celebrate the strength of humanity, the strength of love, the strength of peace and our shared commitment to it as two great nations.
Earlier, the Prime Minister and opposition leader Bill Shorten visited the site of the first mosque attack. Scott Morrison has vowed to work with his New Zealand counterpart as she confronts her country's challenges. New Zealand is not immune to hatred, she says, but it could help find the cure. Nick Dole, ABC News, Christchurch.